So here we have the BMW 220d M Sport on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 3-door car. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back to the front of the car and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, you get full leather seats. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the right hand side we've got the rev counter, and on the left hand side the speedometer and fuel gauge. You can see the total miles for this car are only 1,014, so very, very low mileage. The information that's displayed above that can be changed by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different bits of fuel economy information. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we have cruise control and speed limiter, and then on the right hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it will do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you pair the phone. That's done on the central screen, which I'll show you in a moment. Just before I do that, it's worth highlighting the fact that you have these paddles on either side. That is so that you can change gear manually on this automatic gearbox should you wish to, and I'll show you a bit more about that further in a moment. Up on the central screen here is where you would pair your phone, amongst other things. So you can see that I'm moving around various different menus. Everything that I'm doing is being done using the iDrive system just here. So this dial will take us through the option menu. When we highlight something we want to go into, we push that down. This will also move to the right, to the left, up and down as well within various menus, or you can just access main menus directly from these buttons. So we're on the main menu at the moment. So for example, when we want to pair a phone, we would go to telephone and push that button down. We'd go down to Bluetooth devices, and then from there add new device. We've also got on here satellite navigation. There's a full video showing how this satellite navigation works on our website and on our Facebook page, so it's well worth checking that out. But just as a brief overview, if I was to twist that dial, we can zoom in and out. But if I wanted to access this menu that you see to the left here, I just jog that dial over to the left and it'll open up that menu. And anything you highlight, it will tell you exactly what it is before you enter it to find that you've gone into the wrong menu. When it comes to music on this car, we have FM, AM and DAB digital radio, as you can see. And then on top of that, if you want to listen to your own music, we have a CD player, and then we have various external devices. So you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio once you paired up a phone. We've got auxiliary input and we've got USB input as well, so you can connect device up that way should you wish to. Working our way down, we have the CD player and the main volume for the stereo. We then have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature on either side of the car. Fan speed in the middle here, and once you're happy with that, you can simply hit the AC button to turn the air conditioning on, or you can hit auto and the car will maintain those temperatures for you by taking control of the fan speed itself, which you can hear it doing now. You can either override the fan speed or just press the auto button and you'll go back to whatever settings you had the car on previously. Below that we have 2 cup holders and a 12-volt charging socket. Then the fully automatic gearbox. Now I mentioned the manual mode before. If I pop the car into drive and then shift it over to the left, you'll see you have a plus and minus there. That is so that you can change up or down a gear, or you can use the paddles to do it should you wish to. Then to the right hand side of that we have a few buttons. So this will turn off or on the front parking sensors. The rear ones come on as soon as you put the car in reverse. The one at the top turns off traction control, and then this will change the driver setup of the car. So we're in comfort mode at the moment, or normal if you like. We can put the car in sport. If we put it in sport, it will tell us the car is in sport up here, but to drive, what it will do is make the steering firmer, the accelerator pedal will react quicker to what you do, and it will rev higher in each gear on this automatic gearbox. Similarly, you can put it in Eco Pro. In doing so, everything becomes a bit more docile and better for kind of town driving, for stop and start driving. You then have the iDrive system, which we've touched on briefly already, and then in the central armrest, we have the auxiliary and USB inputs. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.